A surgeon, well known, once even appeared on a reality dating show on television, is facing charges this morning for drugging and raping 2 women. But it doesn't stop there, police believe. Police think, in fact, there could be hundreds of victims. His name, Grant Robicheaux. He and his girlfriend arrested last week and are now facing several charges, including rape by the use of drugs. Investigators found thousands of clips of women in various states of consciousness on Robichaux's phone. And according to the Orange County District Attorney, the two worked together, luring their victims under the guise of making friends. Michael Serapio, tell us more about the story that we're starting to hear about today.
Well, we're starting to hear about it, and certainly causing a lot of shock in the greater Los Angeles area, because these two, essentially their crimes, or their alleged crimes, date back to Newport Beach, which is a community in the greater Los Angeles area in Orange County. And as you say, there are thousands of images which police are now reviewing on Robichaux's phone. Out of those images, they're also finding video of these intoxicated women. So more victims, as you say, possibly hundreds. Now you're looking at the two right now, Grant William Robicheaux, an orthopedic surgeon who also appeared on a reality dating show in the United States. Along with him, a woman described as his girlfriend, 31-year-old Cerissa Laura Riley. It's alleged the two drug and raped at least 2 women. And the pair, you mentioned charges. Here is the full list of charges. Heather, take a look at this. Rape by use of drugs, oral copulation by anesthesia or a controlled substance, assault with intent to commit sexual offense, and 4 counts of possession of a controlled substance for sale. Now, the police believe that the two of them used, and this is their words, their good looks to charm and lure victims into a false sense of comfort. They then plied them with alcohol and drugs. The neighbors are also speculating about more victims out there. In fact, take a listen to one neighbor who asked to remain anonymous.
There's one other time that they invited her back over for wine, and she went over there. And I recall her being, I don't know, I guess a little uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. And in fact, there are several stories of women leaving Robichaux's apartment that neighbors are now sharing with police and with local media. Again, this is Newport Beach in the greater Los Angeles area, so perhaps not only more victims, but a greater radius of where those victims may be found.
Not just geography, but also this is something that police think may have been going on for years, Michael?
That's right. In fact, the two women, 2 cases which they're now charged with, date back to 2016. And there is some controversy around that as to why it has taken some 2 years before charges were actually filed. And essentially, Newport Beach police say that they had their suspicions, but there wasn't enough evidence to meet the bar of charges. And part of that, they didn't really get into specifics, but it seemed to be a part of that may be stigma. And stigma may still be a factor for getting more stories from victims out there, so that charges may be actually laid against these two. Take a listen to the district attorney's office from Orange County.
Your conscious decisions to party with these defendants or with anybody using alcohol or other intoxicating substances does not give them a pass to rape, assault, or have sex with you once you're past the point of consent. We've all heard of a wolf dressed up in sheep's clothing. Well, a wolf can wear scrubs or doctor's clothing.
And underlying the fact, Heather, that this is a well-known doctor. In fact, he was on the cover of Orange County Magazine as the most eligible bachelor just a few years ago. The two of them deny all the charges and are currently out on bail as they await their court date in late October.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.